Hello and welcome. I wanted to welcome you into another week and another message that will help you in this transitory phase of shifting frequencies that you're experiencing around you. I wanted to say that there are many forms of interpretation that you can potentially hold and potentially have as the earth continues to shed its own densified form of being. And as you interpreted human on this planet, will start to awaken and densify your form. Um, if the system existed just between you and Earth, the transitory phase would be very interesting, very easy, um, but not nearly as exciting as if you interpret the entire global scale of the planet going through that. And thus interpreting this phase shift and interpreting this change both on the micro scale of an individual being and then on the macro scale of us as a cumulative consciousness, right? And so those beings that are going through this phase shift together with us, um, you know, we kind of hold space for everyone else around us, right? We we hold in the frequency, we're anchoring in the frequency um, of the phase shift in order to allow others um, to catch up, or kind of as they're trailing behind, um, they need a guiding light to allow them to walk forward and hold space, because their reality um, is shifting at a different rate, but it's still going through the same form and it's still going through that same um, array of unknowns that you have went through 2 or 3 years back. And so your form of holding, your way of being the guiding light, is necessary in order to have the rest of the earth to continue to shift and to adjust and to find itself in the greater ease, right? In the greater knowing of something that feels very large, very abstract, possibly scary, and possibly unknown, right? If we if we're all living in blindness and there's no one there to guide us to the light, um, that journey can be very scary, and that journey can be very almost unattainable in some way, because you feel the only thing you feel is the overwhelm of the scale in which you have to transition yourself into something that you don't even know what, right. There's so many questions that come up and there's so many questions that rise up. Overwhelm is kind of the only word left. And so in order not to be overwhelmed, in order not to feel completely lost and then thus sink into that state of despair, um, we've been in that state, we're all familiar with that state. um, you're guiding the light and you're holding the torch, and you know beauty flows out of the energy of the intent that you hold within you, and that intent holds change. But not only does it hold change, it holds um, most most beautiful interpretation of love that one can express and then thus propagate forth out of their being, for all of those who are suffering in and around them. And so I would I would say that that is a different interpretation of this reality. That is a different interpretation of the shift um, that you might be experiencing if you are the light bearer or the light holder. And it's difficult for me on my channeling form not to get emotional because I can feel the essence of that message. And so yeah, hang in there. And just know that the beauty that flows out of that and the light that you're able to hold and the shift that you're able to help assist in, um, you know, is absolutely amazing and it holds incredible potential and it holds, this is the part that you get excited about is it holds a playground for everyone, right? Something that not many of us can say that they have been feeling is being in a space where they don't feel trapped, being in a space where they don't feel empowered, or being in a space where they even feel that connection to the innate love that is the essence of a soul, right? This is the light that you're holding. This is the propagation that you're holding, is to give other people an opportunity to experience that. And I think you already know how beautiful that space is. If you're listening to this, you can probably connect and know exactly what I'm talking about. And so you're not alone. Hang in there and continue to recalibrate on yourself, continue to recalibrate and hold space, not only for others, but also for yourself. So then you can have the strength to continue to bear that torch and hold that light and and facilitate a greater change, right? Hold larger frequency, hold more interpretation, hold bigger ranges of love, right? Um, the more energy of love, the more frequency of love that you can anchor in into your being, and then thus propagate out of the space that you're, obviously hold as your energetic center. Um, the more ease of transition that everyone will experience when they were going through the shift. So, yeah, thank you for participating, and thank you for choosing this as your path. Um, you chose this as your path a long time ago, but thank you for still being on it. And with much love and respect, thank you from the bottom of my heart that is beyond this form. And we always connect in dreams. So we'll see you there.